where I have one of my most favorite shows, none other than Sisters of Leisure with Tracey and Michele. Take it away, sisters.
Hello, everybody. It's been an amazing week, and we are so happy that you came back to enjoy Sisters of Leisure with us, where we are living every day and seeking and understanding real events. I'm Tracey.
I'm Michele. I'm Michele, the little sister.
And we're just so happy to have you back. You know, we don't have a sponsor today, but if you are interested in being a sponsor on our show, we'd love to have you, and we'd love to share your amazing talent, your amazing gifts. And we just love you all so much. Yeah. But today we have a special guest today. We have Richelle Joesph, and she's an interior decorator. And you know how we sometimes just want to change our place or maybe our bathroom or kitchen. Mm-hmm. We need someone to help us sometimes. Yeah. So Richelle Joesph is amazing, and she does amazing work. And we just so happy to have her on the show.
I'm excited to have you here because
thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Like, so interior design, like that's huge. You see interior design everywhere. So what made you decide to do interior design, like, or to get involved in it, in that craft?
So honestly, guys, it's kind of been, something that I've always loved to do in my own home, but my true career path, I kind of started as a visual manager in retail stores. So, when you go into a retail store and there's mannequins and they're dressed in the clothes, and then someone has to decide what those trends are going to be. Mm-hmm. And where to put certain products and how it reaches the customer. And so all of that is the thought process that I was using in my, my workplace field. And so then, when it comes to decorating your home, I'm a true believer that your home is your sanctuary. Your home is your space. You don't let everybody into your home. You don't let, certain things in. And so you really want to create a space, an environment that you really feel comfortable and you love and you enjoy being there. Yes. And so, that kind of that kind of mindset is kind of where I started with interior design. I didn't go to school for interior design, but a lot of the things that I learned in my work experience just naturally transitioned over to that. So I just kind of use the style sense that I already have and some of the things that I've learned in, my work. And now I'm able to, transition that into this career. And it's been really great.
That's awesome. So how did you get started? I mean, what made you really want to do it?
What steps did you take?
Really.
Like, so is it expensive to do interior design?
So, each project can be inexpensive to very expensive. It just kind of depends on the way that you approach things. Definitely, it's important to have a budget. But the way that I go about it is, I just started. I think that my first actual project was I had a friend from college who was having a baby and she needed someone to help do her baby room. And so I think I did like minimal interior kind of help there. I helped choose a paint color and I, shopped for a rug. And it was I think it was a rug that I already owned myself. And I was like, this is a really great rug. Yeah. So you should put it in the baby room. And then, just little things here and there. And then, I think that helped my desire to do this more often it started to grow. Then it's projects in my own house and, shopping for new furniture and living in Home Goods, loving to go to Home Goods, and there's a store called At Home that has a ton of everything that you could ever want to find, and that's like my true Saturday. Like if I want to be leisure literally and not do anything, just go into there and kind of lose my mind and probably spend too much money.
Yeah,
but,
that's kind of dangerous.
It's always just, inspiring to look at, new designs and new pieces and just figuring out like what I can add and what, also keeping in mind the functionality of everything, You want to keep in mind that your space has to be functional as well as look nice and, have some type of aesthetic. So yeah, that's what I'm keeping in mind.
I love it.
Yes. So to your clients that you use your creative ideas, or do they say, well, I want this? And then
well, you know, it's like it kind of just depends upon what the client's looking for, because sometimes I've got a client that is looking for a space for her to take photos and, you know, like do, you know, some Instagram things. And so she's looking for something that's like a specific look. I like she wants boho, and this is the direction we're going. And there's some clients that are just like, I just need it to be updated. I don't really, you know, care what you choose, as long as it looks good and, you know, it's clean and it's organized. Do what you want. So there's, you know, there's that balance of, you know, having clients that are more hands-on, and then there are some clients that are just like, I trust you, you know, here's what I'm thinking, and then let me know what works, and we'll go from there.
To use your creative ability and like just leave it in your hands.
Yeah, there are some clients that you know, that really trust the process, and we go from there.
Yeah.
So interior design, what does it all entail?
So really it kind of so I would say that I'm an interior decorator, because I take things that are pretty much almost finished and go from there. I have done some like remodeling of sorts, but mainly I can take a blank canvas and transform it into whatever. It's painting, it's, you know, wall hangings, it's window dressing, it's, you know, rugs, it's you know, couches, chairs, pillows, textures, fabrics, you know, it's just the incorporation of all of those things, and to make it, you know, cohesive and all things that work together. So
you know, everyone, how do you know? Because I love interior, home, anything, like it's my thing. And so, but how do I know what my style is? Like, if I was to turn the camera, it would be, I don't know, like.
Well, you do have things that you like, because I had a client like that, and it was like, oh, I don't know. But then you pull out like 2 or 3 options, and it's like, oh, I really don't like that. So you know what you don't like. You just may not know exactly what you do like or which direction to go. But there are some definites that you like. Okay, I know I don't like this, you know, particular item, and then you just steer clear of that design or that style and kind of like keep it more simple.
Yeah, because it could be, you know, I mean, I've seen people like a wall and just like totally like make sure, like I married her wall, those stripes and paint and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, how do you get that, you know, feel that? Is it a feeling? Is it a sense that you can just know what to do with a room?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. I mean, you know, I keep a lot of things in mind. So when I'm looking at a space, I find out, you know, by walking the room and measuring it out and seeing what can fit, what wouldn't be able to fit for the purpose of the room. And then I have a friend who's trying to interrupt us, so sorry about that. But you know, looking at the space, and then like, there's just some things that I don't want to do. Like for a window, I don't want to put a big dresser in front, you know, to cover the window if it's like a window, you know, floor to ceiling, you know. So just keeping in mind all of the elements that are already available in the room, and then using that space as a blank canvas, and just kind of like you add one thing, and then, okay, what can I put here? And, you know, that's kind of how it works for me. I mean, it's really simple. I'm a fan of rugs. Rugs are like the foundation. You've got to have a rug in your room. You can even if you have carpet, and people think, oh, I've got carpet, I don't need a rug. You definitely need a rug. If you pick a rug, it doesn't have to always be like a bright color. It can be a neutral, but pick a rug, and it really defines the area in your room that you're dressing. And then whether it's an office or a living room or a bedroom, then you add your furniture on top of that. But that is the first thing that I think about when I'm trying to, you know, put together the space.
The rug. And you know what? I bought a rug the other day.
Yes, we did.
And so, I was thinking, and this is for real. I was like, okay, that rug is kind of, it's not disappointing, but it's not like, it's not a showpiece. It's not, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe should the flooring be something that's pops or whatever, but you said it could be neutral, so.
Yeah, it can be neutral. It definitely can be neutral. It definitely can be neutral. It's something that you just have to figure out if it's something that you want to stand out a lot, or it's something that you want to, just kind of like be a subtle add or touch to the room.
Yeah. Yeah, I love to decorate with mirrors. Mirrors are my favorite. I have mirrors all over. I don't know what that means, but I just think mirrors are so pretty.
And I'm not much of a
So I actually have mirrors all over too. There's a mirror, you can't see it, but there's a mirror behind me. And then I think I've got a mirror in every room. And I get that from my mom, because my mom likes to use mirrors for light purposes, because there are some homes that are dark.
Yeah.
You may have one window in the whole room.
Yeah.
But in order to transition that light bounces off of the mirror. So then you actually add more natural light into your home by adding a mirror on the right wall. So that helps you out, tremendously with, figuring out how you want to, because like I lived in an apartment that was really dark, and I had one window in my bedroom. And when I tell you, it's like, I don't like a lot of like overhead lights. Sometimes overhead lights are really bright, and they kind of like, you try to create like a ambiance and a kind of a mood. That light sitting up in the middle of the room is kind of like, it just kind of is too bright. So, you were able to create, the space the way that you want with, certain elements. So mirrors are definitely one of those things. And also, some lamps here and there, candles, things like that.
Oh, yes, darling. I just love it. I love it. I really do feel like it brings a mood. I love a mood in a home. Something, like lighting, lamps. Yeah.
So what other things do you do besides interior decorating?
So I also, I've been in kind of the fashion world for a long time. So I actually have my own online boutique. It's in the beginning stages. I wouldn't say like I've been doing this for a long time, but I actually have, just my own personal style. And I often get compliments on things that I wear or have with me. And so in my mind, I'm like, if I were to be selling these things, then every time I got, some interest there, that could be a potential sale. And so for me, it's just, something fun to do, but also, can lend to, being something that could be really successful. So I'm excited to do that. This is my first year doing it. It's RSVP style. And my Instagram is shop RSVP official. And so you can find things there. And as it grows, there'll be more and more posts and more additions to the website. So
yeah, I can watch on, and I can kind of get lost on social media. We're watching fashion. Like,
Absolutely.
Like how people change different outfits. And I love that.
Yeah.
So is that what you're going for? Or just your fashion boutique, you're having like certain styles that you pulling from different vendors and selling them like.
Yeah,
like
right
that?
now it's really mainly accessories. Like I've got these earrings on today.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love those.
So these are actually on my website now. And this like things like this. Mainly right now it's mainly accessories. I love handbags. I love, jewelry, rings and bracelets and necklaces, little dainty pieces. So that's what you'll be seeing the most of. I may branch out at some point and add some clothing there, but right now I'm just, taking it slow and seeing how it all works and trying to really kind of build that social media presence, which is necessary, because right now, that's really a big part of a lot of business success.
It is.
So do you offer style? Are you like a stylist?
Yes. So I've been a stylist and a personal shopper since 2009. So I've been doing that for a long time. I know that it sounds crazy, but there are actually people that don't want to go to the mall or don't want to go shopping when they've got a wedding coming up or an event, right? So what happens is it's like, hey, I got this XYZ event in 2 weeks. I need something to wear. Or it's my birthday trip and I need, I'm going on a 7-day trip. I need new bathing suits. I need, I need summer clothes, or I just had a baby. I can't fit anything. Help me, And there are some times where people are just like, I want to update my wardrobe, or I want to update my style. And I've been wearing the same thing for X amount of time. What's new, what's in trend, what can you, help me add to my wardrobe? And so there've been so many opportunities and different, situations where I've been able to just kind of, go in and really just be a help, like be like a benefit to that person, whether it's updating their style or whether it's just literally going to the mall and going into 3 or 4 stores and grabbing some necessary items. And it's like, oh my God, thank you, So yeah.
That is cool.
Yes,
you know what? Because I struggle with that. I feel like I struggle with trying to figure out what to put together, how to, you want a new look, you want a fresh look, you want to feel good, but like you're not really knowing what to do with it, and so that's very, very helpful. I've always, loved fashion, but
she's always been good helping me. If I put something, I say, oh, that looks good on you. So it's always good to have that extra eye to see what you have on and see what looks good and what doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like, everybody has their niche. There are some people that just the fashion part, or not even just the fashion part, but the shopping part is either not enough time in their day, or it's just not their thing, not what they want to focus their energy on. And they're really successful doctors and, lawyers, or, doing whatever they're doing. But it's like, hey, I need somebody that can just handle this for me while I go and do XYZ. And I want to know that it's going to look good. So
how many stacks would that cost a gal to do something like that?
Everything is negotiable when it comes to your budget, because what you're buying is the products, like there's a styling fee that I would charge, but I absolutely I'm not trying to take everybody's money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, overcharge, but there is something to be, something of value that I'm bringing to the table, but it doesn't have to cost, thousands of dollars. Now, if you want to buy thousands and thousands of dollars worth of clothing, then, or worth of, whatever, then that's perfect. That's up to you. It's really up to the client. It's really up to the client what they want to do, how they want to go about it. I have some clients that, spend a certain amount every month, and this is like, this is what I need. I just want to keep my wardrobe updated. I'm going to spend this much. And that's how it is. It's really easy and simple.
Yeah.
So do you go to specific vendors, or how does that work? Shopping,
it works,
like to stores?
It works just, now it works best when you know where your client likes to shop. Like if you know that your client only shops at, Saks Fifth Avenue, then that's where you need to go, because it's not going to help if I go to Forever 21 and get a bunch of clothes and then get back in that, so there really is no limit as far as like where to shop. It's really just all about, really finding what's best and what's going to work best for your client.
I love it. I love that. I do. So do you have certain designers you follow that like inspire you?
I think that so I do have some designers that I do like. There's a couple like newer designers that I enjoy looking at, but I really enjoy more so really just putting things together. So not really any one particular designer, but like taking some like a top from one and a bottom from another and creating something new. That's really what my go-to. I'm not always going to try to get like a head to toe, Fendi look or something like that.
Right.
Now there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's I think that the mixing of prints and patterns and textures and things like that. I think that's really been my go-to, and that's the way that I've been styling when it comes to clothing and interior design.
I seen a thing on Instagram of this Gucci like setup. It was beautiful. She had a little Gucci bag and everything was really sparkly. Even the boots were just beautiful and sparkling. Like that stuff can really cost some money, but you know,
but it's worth it because it lasts a long time.
Yeah,
you can reuse it over and over again.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I would love that. That would be right up my. I would. That's a good thing to get into because I love to shop. So you must love to shop. You must love to shop.
She always explains.
I do love to shop. And thank you, Tracey. But you know, I mean, I do. But at the same time, it's dangerous. You know, you can't just be spending all your money. So you know, over the years, I have definitely done less shopping for me and just use that opportunity to shop for my clients. And then I'm good. That's still retail therapy for me.
Yes, I'm sure. Like, cause you know, I find that I like to shop for other people sometimes, and I like to shop by myself. I can't shop with people. It's just
really. I think I'm the same way. I think I do better shopping by myself than shopping with someone. Yeah, absolutely. Help me focus a little bit better and stay on track, not get distracted.
There you go.
Now back to your interior design. Do you do staging? Staging. Okay. Have you ever staged for homes that are being sold? Yes.
So I have staged, and it's definitely a benefit when you're trying to sell your home. Anytime. Now there are different arguments to that. There are some people that think it needs to be empty. I can't see, you know, what it's going to look like with all this, you know, furniture and different things in there. But then I know that the statistics are true that staging helps sell a home. So I have staged a home, and it has, you know, a home once or twice, and it has sold. You know, and it doesn't take much. You just have to give, you know, you have to give that inspiration to the buyers when they come to see the home, see the space. So it may not be decked out with, you know, every item that you think a home should have, but, you know, it should have a little bit here and there, a rug and a couch, a table, you know, something like just some pieces that really show what the space can be. Because when that person wants to buy a home, they're thinking, hey, I wonder if this will work for me. And when they see it dressed in a way, you know, that can look cohesive, then they're like, okay, I think I can do this. This is for me.
Yeah. Is that based on the cost of the person that's selling the home? They have to purchase all of this merchandise?
No, it's so the merchandise, or not the merchandise, the furniture and all the things that are in a home that's staged, those are rented. So those pieces, once the home sells, then that furniture, you know, goes away.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they don't have to keep the furniture or buy it in order to stage it. No.
Because I'm like, you know, you staging it in beautiful furniture, and then it's like, where does the furniture go?
That furniture is just rented. So most home stagers, they will charge for the rent, like a rental fee. And then, you know, if you have the house on the market for, you know, a month and you want to just have it staged for that month until it sells, then that's how that goes.
And you could do that with any furniture company?
Well, it would be a stage, whoever's the stager. Whoever the stager is, like if it's me, then I'm going to have the furniture that I'm bringing in, and it's going to come from wherever I decide it comes from.
Okay.
It doesn't come from one company.
Okay. So do you have to sign a contract though, like with the company? Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, you don't?
You talking about me or the client?
the furniture, like when you go get this furniture, do you have to do some type of a contract with the furniture company to say, I'm going to rent this because I'm staging a property? Or...
Oh, yes. Okay. All rented furniture.
Yeah, but she didn't have, you know, you got the relationships like that with your store and all that kind of stuff.
So what was your hardest project that you have done so far?
My hardest project. Let me think.
It took a lot of thought and time.
I think my hardest project, I would say, was like a whole first floor remodel, because I did more than just bringing in new furniture and new pieces. We did, backsplash. We changed light fixtures. We, changed the tile in the kitchen. Suggested some other changes that the homeowner could make, later on down the line. And that was, I think, the longest project, and not the hardest, but the longest, because some of those tasks are more time consuming. So it's like when you're in something that's very visual and you're able to see the changes so quickly. When something takes a long time, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just ready for it to look beautiful, and so you can come in and you can take everything away, but you have, a couple more steps before you get to that finished process, but it's always worth it.
Mm-hmm. So you do subcontract out to other people, like for the light fixtures and everything like that?
Not for the light fixtures, but if there's something that I'm unable to do myself, then I will have a subcontractor come in and, take care of whatever that project is. If it's, something that's outside of my wheelhouse, then definitely.
Okay, awesome. So how can people get in touch with you?
So I am available on Instagram. My Instagram name is Richelle Interiors. And I can, get connected through that way. Also RichelleJoesph@gmail.com. Email.
For any interior decorating, you can reach Richelle at
that's right.
Richelle Joesph Interiors.
Richelle Interiors on Instagram.
Okay. And as far as someone wanted for your boutique, where could they reach you at?
Shop RSVP Official on Instagram.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are just so happy to have you. I met this young lady, it's been about a year ago, maybe?
Let's see. Yeah, it was the beginning of, the beginning of 2020. Yeah, beginning of 2020. Yeah.
It was the beginning of 2020. And I just was like, oh, I like her. We connected really bonded really quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did.
I was just really excited about what the things she was doing. She's really a go-getter.
Yeah.
She's really smart. She has a lot of knowledge also in real estate, correct?
Yes. So I've just recently got my real estate license. So I'm new to real estate, but I'm really working it. It's going really well. I have a couple of listings out there and I'm working with a couple of new buyers. So, that's a growing business right now. It's really good time to buy and sell.
Mm-hmm. So, she's just an overall amazing young lady.
Yeah.
She has interior design.
And that all kind of just meshes very well together, so that's good for you. I mean, that's exciting.
Yes.
I think everyone out there, just find something that you love to do and just do it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm really, I'm not, trying to, I'm just changing my world every day by day. The people that I'm able to touch, people that I'm able to, see and connect with, I just want to be able to, be a light. And in that, I'm able to just do the things that I enjoy doing. And when you're happy and when you're doing what you love to do, you're able to shine. And so that's what I want to do.
Now that's a word.
That is a word.
That's a word.
When you love what you're able to do, you're able to shine. And that's a blessing. Because you're just using God's gift that he gave you to share with everybody else. And that is awesome. I love it. We are just so excited about your businesses. And we're just so happy that you came on Sisters of Leisure. I mean, it's an honor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We are just so grateful. We are so happy that everybody has watched us today.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to get in touch with Richelle, you can get in touch with her at Shop RSVP online. And you also get in touch with the Richelle Interiors on Instagram. And we just are so grateful. And we are super excited about this week, you guys, because guess what? Set some goals, make it happen, and just be great. Be your great self today, right now, and forever.
Yeah, just do you.
Do you enough? Don't worry about the rest. Because guess what? God got your back.
Yes.
He got
That's
your back.
right.
So you ain't got to worry about a
Always.
thing. So be your best self.
Yeah.
And we love you. And we are just so happy that you watched us today.
Thank
and
you. Thank you for having me. Thank you guys.
Thank
What's
you.
the doggy's name again?
This is Prince.
Hey, friends.
Prince, say hi.
Thank you so much again for being on the show. We appreciate you so
Thank you for
very
having
much.
me. It was a great time, and
Yes.
you know, thank you just for having me.
Anytime. And I hope you come